Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Chidera, and in today's video I'll be showing you some clothing hacks to extend the lifespan of your wardrobe. I would highly suggest that you guys watch my first clothing hacks video because there are like the bases of like the tips and tricks for extending the lifespan of your wardrobe. But essentially the premise of this video, like the last one, is to kind of like take us out of the mindset that when we buy a piece of clothing it should only be worn in one way for like the rest of its lifespan and the duration it has in our wardrobe, when really and truly like different items can be worn a multitude of ways. Basically the potential that the clothing has is a lot more than we give it credit for. For example, like in the last video I showed you that a t-shirt can be worn forwards or backwards, and something as simple as that can create like a higher, more elegant neckline. Now obviously with the whole like wearing your shirt backwards thing, this can also be done with dresses, and I actually did this recently with like this little knit dress that I thrifted a while back in order to create like a more casual look, and that look featured in my outfits roulette video, so you should probably watch that too. Without further ado, we'll get into this video and into the clothing hacks that I have for you today. Now the first hack that I wanted to talk about or show you was wearing a shirt or a bandeau top, that kind of thing, as a skirt. And I know in my first video I said, oh, you probably couldn't wear a top as a skirt, but I found a way. It is like kind of like feeding into the whole micro mini trend that we saw a while back ago. So if you're someone who's not, into like extreme mini skirts, then you could probably do this with like a longer line shirt of some sort. But essentially I took this off the shoulder ruffle detail top and wore it as a skirt. And obviously to create more coverage I used the long sleeves and tied it around in the back, so kind of add more detail but then also to create that coverage that I was looking for. Similarly, I've done this with a vest top, and you can also do this with like long line boob tubes as well, because they can easily be worn like tops and skirts since there's no like defining detail that makes it like one or the other. But that is the first one that I wanted to show you. I then also took that same top and wore it as a normal bandeau top that you can see here, but then in order to transform it I took the sleeves and tied it around in order to create this halter neck effect. And I actually prefer it as the halter neck, like it kind of creates like a more elegant and feminine neckline, which I particularly enjoy. Because I wasn't getting like that much wear out of this shirt before, just because an off the shoulder like frilly top isn't really my vibe, but I do like the halter neck rendition of it much better. Next in the whole tops as skirts category, we have the button up shirts as skirts. Now I have seen this done like a few times before, and I did try to do it myself with two shirts, and I think the striped shirt worked better than the like graphic shirt because of the long sleeves. In the striped shirt I was able to create that like tie detail in the front, which I thought was quite cute, but I think I still need to like tweak it a bit. Also, if you saw my last video, then you saw like I did like a cardigan almost as a skirt, and I think that worked much better as well. But I do like the striped shirt as the skirt, and I think it's just something to play around with and have fun in that way. But staying on the shirts, one way that I did really like that I did was wear the shirt as like a almost like a corset style halter neck kind of combination there with the asymmetric detail in the front, and I absolutely love this little styling hack. And I think I'm definitely going to wear like more shirts in this way and just like experiment in that way and just find new ways to wear the same pieces. But for this I essentially had the shirt hang off me, tied a few buttons, took the sleeves and tied it in that halter neck again, and then gathered up the extra material and tied it in the back and just tucked it up, and it created this little asymmetric corset style top, which I absolutely love. I think it's perfect for the summertime, and it's just like a cool piece that you wouldn't see everywhere. Then another thing that I want to talk about is not being afraid to like make physical adjustments to your clothing in order to get a different look out of them. Now, if you've watched my recreating Pinterest outfits video, I had this like black top and skirt combination in which I created knots on either side in order to just add a little bit of dimension to the outfit. And obviously it was a picture I found on Pinterest that I used to inspire me. But I liked how it created dimension, and just more interest to the outfit, because easily I've worn like this outfit before and it's just like a plain top and a midi skirt combo, but this just elevated the look and made it more elegant and cool. On that same note, I've worn like skirts in different ways, and I'll put up a video of what I mean, where I've just made little tweaks to each outfit, adding a little brooch to create that kind of ruching effect. Just little tweaks to each outfit in order to make it more my own and just add a level of interest to it that it previously didn't have. Now, if you've watched my trends video, then you would know that I do not like the whole skirts over trousers trend. And whilst I stand by this, I have found a way of doing skirts over trousers that works for me, and not in the 2000s kind of way. And that is pairing my denim jeans with like mini maxi skirts and even other trousers. And it's all in order to create like this whole denim waistband effect. So I think one of the ways in order to get the most out of your wardrobe is to try like different pairings. And for my winter like hack, I would pair like denim jackets over like puffer jackets. So essentially this is like my summer, spring, kind of warmer weather hack in like kind of way of doing it. So I think this is like a look that works for me, that I absolutely love, that's featured in more of my like recent outfits, and it's just like a cool outfit addition kind of thing. But definitely skirts over trousers in this way. One thing that works exceptionally well as a skirt is a dress. Obviously this would work better with like the little mini spaghetti strapped dresses or like a bandeau style dress. And this can be done with like a flowy or like bodycon style dresses, as I've done with this bodycon dress that I own. I literally just shimmied it down and it became a maxi skirt, which I really like. Depending on like how thick the fabric is and how like the style of the dress, it can obviously be worn as like a midi or mini as well. Like if it's a thinner one, then it just creates like a almost like a ruching effect, which is nice and sits on the body nicely. I actually did this with like a silver maxi skirt when I wore it mini and maxi in my previous video. So if you want to see that, you can watch that after this. But again, with this one, because it's like already has that ruching effect, then it can easily be turned into more of a midi skirt, if that's like the vibe I was going for on that particular day. But yeah, dresses as skirts, definitely a way to go. And then this is probably one of my favorite hacks that I've not utilized to its full potential, but wearing skirts in the wrong way. And literally I've done this by twisting the skirts. So I've done it with this mini denim skirt in which like the button, the zip closure is now on the side, and just creates like a little cool element that's kind of like draws people in. It's like a talking point, like, oh, like that's a cool skirt, like where'd you get it from kind of thing. And I feel like especially now as denim's like one of the more trendier pieces and it's kind of being re-imaged in so many different ways, I think these are like cool little tweaks to make to just elevate your denim in that way, that it's not just like your everyday basic denim pieces. There's just more interest to it. There's more like, I don't know, there's just more going on with it, which is kind of cool. And then also I took like this button up skirt and wanted to create like this extreme slit, so I turned it to the side and had this like denim slit skirt look, which was cool as well. But personally I'm just enjoying like finding new ways to just wear the same pieces, because for me, I can get tired or bored of wearing the same things over and over, especially if they're like patterned pieces or they're very specific pieces. So just adding these hacks, like pairing my denim with skirts, has just opened up my wardrobe a lot more. And it can also do the same for you. Just twisting the skirt around and just wearing like dresses backwards just means I have a lot more clothes in my wardrobe than I physically actually have there. So that is cool. And like I said, if you want any more tips and hacks, then you should watch my clothing hacks video from a while back, which I will link either up top or in the description box below. But those are all the hacks that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found them useful, enjoyable, and I hope you'll be implementing them into your wardrobe as well. If you did enjoy this video and you found the hacks that I shared useful, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, consider sharing it with someone, and consider subscribing for more fashion related content as well. Thank you for watching, God bless, and see you in my next video.